Welcome to the PowerTeacher Pro Creating and Managing Categories Single Mark Entry Focus tutorial. This is the first step in a three-step process for entering progress report marks. The first step is to create categories, and that's what this video looks at. The next step is to create assignments and place them into categories, and then the final step will be to weight our categories using the traditional grade calculation setting. This tutorial focuses on creating categories. Today we're going to talk about what a category is in PowerTeacher Pro. We're going to talk about what single mark entry means. We'll take a look at the default categories that come with PowerTeacher Pro. We're going to create our own custom categories in PowerTeacher Pro. And finally, we'll edit the properties of categories in PowerTeacher Pro. When we talk about categories, we're talking about how we organize or group our assignments. So when we talk about a single mark entry, that means for each reporting period, we have a single category. The categories that we'll need in PowerTeacher Pro will be a November progress report category, a March progress report category, a June progress report category, and then a final year mark category. Recording marks in this fashion is a non-cumulative way to record marks. In order to work with PowerTeacher Pro, I need to log into PowerTeacher and then launch PowerTeacher Pro. I can launch PowerTeacher Pro by clicking on the link in the navigation pane, or I can click on the PowerTeacher Pro link to launch PowerTeacher into the subject that I want to work with. To see what categories PowerTeacher Pro is currently using, we're going to click on the grading option in the nav pane, and then we're going to click on categories. PowerTeacher Pro starts out with some default categories, the ones that we see here. You might be seeing different categories because the categories you are looking at might have been inherited from a previous year. Default categories have the school symbol sitting beside them. To create new categories, we come up to the top and click on the plus sign and then choose Category. The new category window will open. I'm going to name the category November Progress Report. You can color code your categories by clicking on the drop-down arrow and choosing what color you want to assign to the category. The last thing we need to do is to go to the Assignment Defaults tab and set how we are going to enter the student mark. I'm going to click on the Select Score Type drop-down and choose how the mark is going to be recorded. The option you choose depends on your evaluation strategy. I'm going to choose Gradescale and then click on Save. You'll return to the categories list and see your new category showing there. As you build your categories list, you might find that this list is starting to get long and there's categories that you don't plan on using. If you don't want to see those, click on the Edit button beside that category and then set the status to inactive and then save that change. The category disappears from your list, but you can always access it later if you want it. I like to keep my category lists clean, so I'm going to go and inactivate the rest of the default categories to make it easy to see what we're doing here as we add more categories. So I'm clicking on that Edit button, I'm changing the status to inactive, and then I'm clicking on Save. I'm going to repeat the process to create more categories. So I have a March Progress Report category that has a color set with it, and the assignment default is set to Gradescale. And I'll do the same. So I have June Progress Report and my final year mark categories, all set with a color code and a Gradescale on the assignment defaults. So when I'm done, my category list looks like this. I have a category for each progress report period. If I need to make any changes to my categories, I come and I click on the Edit button beside the category I need to edit. I make the change that I need to make, and I click on Save. Once you have the categories created that you need to capture your marks, the next step is to create assignments inside those categories. So take a look at the PowerTeacher Pro Creating and Managing Assignments video next.
If you're looking for more resources on how to evaluate well using PowerTeacher Pro, check out the Assessment Hub and click on the PowerTeacher Pro tab. The easiest way to find it is to go to Connect and search for Assessment Hub, and it'll be one of the top links to your search.